What if I were to tell you that the majority of people that sold us houses since 2004, they're usually not looking for a bunch of money at closing. They usually have an underlying problem that needs to get solved in order for them to do business with us and make a win-win situation. So in today's real estate negotiation tip, we're going to go over the number one question that you have to ask when you go in to negotiate with a homeowner. Let's do it. Greetings, class. It's Kris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. So what is the question? What is the million-dollar question that we must ask when we want to have a successful negotiation with a homeowner? That question is going to be why? Why are they selling the property today? I cannot tell you how many, I don't know, hundreds of people have called me with houses. Kris, we've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. You're going to love the location. It's got a new roof. The kitchen's good, in good shape. The bathroom's good. It doesn't need a lot of work. It's got new this. It's got that. Central heating and air is good. My first question to them, why are they selling the property? Why are they selling the property? So throughout this playlist, we're going to be covering a whole ton of real estate negotiating tips. And listen, in the link in the video description below, I'm going to give you 4 free chapters to the Real Estate Negotiating Bible, because there's nowhere else you're going to learn how to negotiate real estate from an investor's perspective, okay? There are tons of books out there for a homeowner, as well as for a real estate agent, a realtor, not a realtor, a realtor, good God help me, a realtor. But there's very limited information out there for real estate investors, right? Like you and I, which is why I'm creating the Real Estate Negotiating Bible for you and this playlist to help you. So why? Why are you selling this property, Mr. Seller? Let me tell you about, I could just go on and on and on about deals that I've bought where other investors have agreed to pay more for a property, but I still get the deal because I'm solving the problem. One we did recently, a young lady, she had no mortgage, right? But her property needed a lot of work. So what is she gonna do with a bunch of money? What are you gonna do, right? If I came in and gave you, she wanted $185,000, I agreed to the number. However, she had been living with no mortgage, and her main problem was the continuation of her life living with no mortgage. So if I were to give her the money, she would have cash, but she would have to move out of the house, right? So we have to construct offers. You have to craft offers that are going to fit where your seller needs to be. I remember another deal where a gentleman, and you have to ask the right questions. Why are you selling? Why are you selling? Well, my sister is out of town. She's sick. She lives out in this city here, and I want enough money so I can get me a mobile home, right? And now, so that was a gentleman in the real estate, in the Ninja Negotiation number 1, you'll hear how we constructed an offer. We gave him just enough money so he could buy a mobile home, right? I didn't know how much they cost. So when he told me he wanted a mobile home, then I could go do my research to find out how much do one of these things cost, as opposed to saying, here, boom, here's money, go do what you want to do. So Roundup, you have to construct offers that are going to get your seller where they want to be. Get them where they want to be. So let's rewind to the lady. She wanted to continue living with no mortgage. So for me, giving her money wasn't a solution. So I had to construct an offer. I said, as opposed to giving you money, Miss Seller, how about we help you find another house where we can actually buy that house, move you to it, and then buy this house too. That way you can continue to live mortgage free. She didn't know what she was going to do. See, she couldn't stay in the current property because it needed too much renovation. So she wanted to take the money from us, from selling this house, and go get a new house that needed no repairs. So if you want to see how that negotiation actually turned out, there's a video right there. You can see how I'm gonna walk you step by step through the whole process. You can see how we bought the property and how we bought her new property, moved her to it. It wasn't as smooth as I thought it was going to be, but it still happened, okay? So why are you selling? Miss Smith, this is a wonderful house. If the house is in okay shape, if it's in ugly condition, Miss Smith, this house has a lot of potential. Why are you selling it? You have to know. Well, I'm thinking about moving to California because my son is in college. Okay, Well, what do you need to live in California? You're going to need X amount of dollars. If the property has no equity, they have no equity, right? You have to make sure you construct an offer that's going to get them where they want to be. Well, Ms. Smith, you don't have any equity, so what is it that you want to do? Why do you want to get out of here? Well, I really need money for a security deposit for a new rental property, right? So bam, ding, 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 ding. You have to keep your spidey senses open for the reason why they're selling. Reason why advertising. There's a book called Reason Why. You have to understand the motives of your seller. And don't go in there like I used to do. I'm the big bad investor coming to buy your house, all cash, close in a week. Some people don't want to close in a week. We want to close when they want to close. You have to see none of you and all of them round up. Please listen to me. I've been doing this since 2004. Not to say that I am the best. I have met some master negotiators in my day, right? Which is where I got all this stuff from. And I decided to do a negotiation playlist for you to pass the information on. But I'm not the best guy. I'm still learning. I love learning techniques. And the number one person you have to negotiate with is yourself. It's challenging. Go in there, start talking. Ms. Smith, why are you selling this property? Well, my mother passed and I just want to get out from under this house. I want to clear up her name. It's so crazy. You will be surprised that money is not even on people's minds, especially people that are going to foreclosure. Think about it. You haven't made your payment. You go into foreclosure. You probably haven't made your car payment, your cell phone payment, your insurance payment, your light bill might be behind. You got all this stuff. You think they're thinking about money? They're trying to figure out where in the hell they're going to live, right? So if you go in there and help them, as opposed to writing them a big check, they're going to go squander it away. Ms. Smith, you know what? Let me see if I can find you a place to live and get my team to help you move. And they will love you for it. Round up family. They are going to love you if you construct an offer that will solve their problems, as opposed to just trying to write a check. Look at our government right now, writing checks, trillions of dollars, right? Just writing checks. Is it really solving some of the problems that we're having in our communities? Probably not. Look at our prison systems overflowing, right? They're writing checks, building bigger prison systems. Is it solving the problem? Absolutely not. So that goes to show you that just writing a check is not necessarily the solution for most people. Now, if the person has a bunch of equity and they need all their money to just move out of town, go ahead, figure out what's the best offer you can do for them. But you have to understand why. Why are you selling? Why, okay? So get that why down and I promise you'll have much more successful negotiations in your day. Listen, Roundup, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this content if I've helped you in your negotiation or real estate investing career, and share with any other investors that you think need to get out there and learn how to be better negotiators. It took me years and years. I remember coming up through the ranks. Who is teaching this stuff? You are not going to be able to find this stuff anywhere else. So make sure you continue with this playlist. Download the real estate, I'm giving you 4 free chapters of the real estate negotiating Bible. Is that there on the light? You're going to get started. So after you read this book, you will be a master negotiator. Okay. I'll see you on the next video. It's Kris Haskins over and out. Peace.